here in India with us, who's flown all the way from Bangalore this morning to be with us. So please welcome onto the stage Shreya Mittal. Now Shreya is the founder of a new leisure wear brand, which she is wearing as well at the same time. And we're going to find out more about her and her business. I'll come to the business in a moment. Let's start off with making that big decision to go off to the UK and particularly the University of Warwick. What motivated you?
Thank you for having me today, Satnam, and the entire team. So, the decision of going to the UK was something that honestly was something I decided quite early on. So, my brother was actually also studying in the University of Warwick, and I went to visit him while he was there, and I basically fell in love with the campus. It was like the most pretty but like also tech first. All the buildings were so cool. I like looked at all the lecture halls and everything with him, and I was like, okay, this is a place I would really want to be at. So that's when half my decision got made, and then I obviously visited a couple of other universities across the UK as well, but Warwick was something that really stuck with me, and I really believe that in some way the whole education the education in UK and in India resonates with each other on some level, because they both are very rooted in the theory of, like, you know, the base of the theory itself, whereas US, which was my other option, is quite far off in terms of just culture, etc. UK was also 3 years compared to 4 years in US, which I really valued. I wanted it to be 3 years. I think that's a very optimal number for you to like also come back and settle in, because obviously coming back was something that wasn't an option to me. I wanted to go to the UK, learn and get that global exposure, but always come back and add back to the Indian economy and culture.
So you talk about that global exposure. Give us a bit of a insight into what that meant for you, global exposure.
So I think it was a couple of things. Definitely meeting people from various walks of life, from different countries, cities, and really learning from their cultural experiences. Secondly, it was also about, I think, just experiencing life living alone. In India, obviously, the concept of living with family is something that is very deep-rooted, and especially for me, I come from a joint family of 20 people. So just living alone from year one onwards was something that was very different for me to experience. And I think just experiencing culture even through the different societies at Warwick. I happened to join a few societies from my first year onwards, and whether that was like, the ASOC, or whether that was the Indian Society, which obviously is super active and really made you feel like home even, away from home.
And so that experience that you had with your global community, to what extent did that shape you I get a sense that socially it helped you, but academically, how did it help you?
So academically, I strongly think that the faculty and the style of teaching at Warwick was both theoretical and practical, which really helped me, because I was able to basically apply everything I was learning in the classes in my startup on the same day probably. So everything was very real world applicable and very up to date. I would say a lot of times in India I would feel like the education was a bit backdated in the sort of things that we were learning, but I didn't feel that with whatever I did at Warwick, whether that was like, a course I took on AI for business, or it was strategic games, which was like very on ground real world problems that we were trying to solve in every single class.
So we talk and